Bam! How's it going, guys? Token Vaping. So as you all know, I'm trying to get through some other flavor lines that I've been finishing up to make room for newer lines that I'm able to bring into my rotation. So as I am trying to shorten the amount of time that each video is and devote a little bit more time per flavor, it does tend to take me a little bit longer to get through a company's lineup or however many flavors I'm able to do reviews on from them. So you've all been grateful, you've all been patient, you've all been understanding, and I'm truly humbled by all that. So thank you to everybody that has allowed me the honor and privilege to do a review for them. The flavor that I am working with today, and it just happened to be the luck of the draw of what I'm doing today, but it's a line that comes out of Bad Distribution. I know you've all heard about them. I just did a review on another flavor that came out of their distribution plant, but this is one that is one of the bigger ones that they deal with that is really well known, and it is very, very popular with a lot of people that like candy flavors just because of the solid performance that it vapes at and the flavor punch that it does deliver. But it is Clown Liquids. They do have a website, it's clownliquids.com. However, it's really just a site to go to, but it's going to take you, when you click the Shop Now button, it will take you directly to baddistribution.com, which is the distribution company for this line and a few other lines that are all interconnected into the facility that manufactures them, which is based in Rochester, New York. So big shout out to New York. Grew up there, state. No, don't know why I just did that. Sorry, my bad. So these flavors, it is a 5-flavor line, and I have done the videos on all of them, with the exception of this final one, which is Sweet Tooth, and that's the one we're going to be doing today. So they are offered in a 036. I believe, let me go, I have their site actually pulled up right now to make this easier. Going off of their site, it is offered in a 03 and a 6, and it is offered in a 60 ml bottle. I believe they're also offered in a 120 ml also, so they will be offered in those two sizes. This one here is, there's the bottle right there. This is a 30 ml. This is one of the last ones that they made in that size before they changed over to the 60 and the 120. You can check them out on Instagram at Clown Liquids. They're also on Facebook. They're on Twitter. They're on Google. They're on, you can email them directly. They're on Tumblr, I believe. Things like that. I mean, they're social media wise, they've definitely got a lock on it. They know what they're doing with that, and as far as to make themselves known, but not just focusing on the advertising aspect. They are also focused on the quality and the reputation that precedes this company just in general. Now, depending on which site you look it up on, it is listed as either a 75-25 or they're going to say that it's a max VG. Either way, it's going to be a higher VG flavor. Max VG just simply means that that's the most amount of VG that can be put into a specific flavor before it starts to affect the flavor in ways that they are not trying to go with. So it definitely is a higher VG. I will find out for sure. I believe most of them are listed as a max VG. If this follows in suit like the rest of the line that I've done the reviews on, it's one of the smoothest, most on-point candy flavors probably out right now on the market. So if you are a candy fan, you definitely need to be checking out this line if you have not already. If you are a shop and you have customers that are candy vapors, you definitely want to have them try this line. It's definitely worth the investment. It's definitely worth the stocking of them in your store. Plus the labels are just really slick. It just takes a really adult twist on, you know, the clown aspect. Instead of trying to make it all campy and cartoony, they just go a little more adult humor with it. But this is Sweet Tooth right here, and there is the name on the tongue. There's the name of the line, Clown. It is a safety sealed, so this is a first vape, first review. There's the nicotine level here, which is a 3. The warning and ingredient labeling there as well. So everything's there that it needs to be, you know, but it's packaged well. Glass bottle, dropper. But it is a first vape, first review, so as you can see, it is going on fresh cotton right in here, and my cotton of choice, if you haven't already guessed, is Texas Tough Cotton. I really enjoy the way it works, you know, especially if you are using a specific flavor on it and you don't change up your flavors a whole lot. It holds up really, really well. It lasts, you know, it lasts for a while. The main reason that I enjoy using it mostly is the fact that it doesn't have a very strong cottony taste, especially off of a first vape or a fresh vape, so to speak, like this. It doesn't take very long for the juice to work its way through the cotton, so that you're basically getting full flavor within a couple of vapes instead of having to, cycle through it multiple times and then finally you hit all the flavor, and then by that point you've already wasted like a day and a half of constantly hitting it just to get all the cotton taste out of that. So I will put the link for Texas Tough Cotton in the comment box if you are interested. Now, Sweet Tooth is supposed to be a cotton candy flavor with raspberry candy thrown into it as well. Okay. Now, for me, that's actually really weird. I'm not, as you all know, I'm not a candy person just in general. So candy vapes are not my first choice for like an all-day vape. However, off the inhale, you definitely smell raspberry right off the beginning, but obviously it's going to be more in the candy, so you're definitely going to have that sugar sweetness smell to it. Now, what's impressive about this flavor is that the after smell, or I guess the on the end of the smell, it definitely tastes like cotton candy. Like if you've ever stood there in line, at a fair or an amusement park or something, and you're waiting for cotton candy, the smell that you get out of that machine as they're making, the cotton candy and stuff like that, that's the smell that you get off of this. And that's actually, in my opinion, that's not an easy smell to copy out of a bottle. So the fact that it does smell like that is actually kind of impressive. So I'm going to go ahead and just do a couple of pre-burns just to get the initial juice started going in here. Go ahead and put a couple more drops in there. Sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. And we will get to vape this, and I will see whether this is more cotton candy or if it has a strong raspberry taste to that. So, as always, I am vaping at 75 watts, and this is Sweet Tooth from the Clown Liquids line. Okay, so as you can tell, the clouds are definitely pretty solid, and for candy flavors, it's a hit or miss. Some candy flavors are more flavor based, so the VG isn't going to be super heavy, so the clouds aren't as dense or as bountiful, so to speak. But in this case, the clouds are definitely there. Now, smoothness wise, it pretty much falls in place with the rest of the line. I mean, for a candy flavor line, this is, like I said, this is one of the smoothest vaping lines that I've come across for the candy flavor. I have had absolutely no throat hit of any sort out of any of these flavors. No tickle, no hit on the throat at all, and that was on fresh cotton, as you saw. So I mean, that's in itself, that's impressive just in general. Okay, so flavor-wise, again, it's on point just like the rest of them, rock solid wise. It has the undertone of cotton candy. The aftertaste that's left on your tongue is definitely cotton candy after you've had like a big old mouthful of it, and then it melts in your mouth and dissipates out. But that aftertaste that it leaves in your mouth, that's definitely what you get with this. The raspberry is definitely the center stage flavor for this one. But it is not overpowering. Now, I'm not a raspberry fan because it's always been a bit more on the tart side for me. But candy form-wise, it's not as strong, as I was expecting it to be. It definitely is sweet. I mean, this is most definitely a candy flavor line. And when they go for the feeling of the sugar effect, they definitely hit it without it tasting like it. But the raspberry aspect of this flavor definitely pops on the inhale, on the bulk of the vape. Like I said, the undertone of this is really smooth. The aftertaste is definitely cotton candy. So without going too much more into that and repeating it repetitively, it definitely is an on-point flavor that definitely matches for anybody that likes candy flavors. So if you are a candy vapor, you definitely need to check out Clown Liquids. clownliquids.com. It will shoot you over to baddistribution.com. They are on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, pretty much all forms of social media. You can email them directly as well. Clown Liquids, thank you guys so very much for the opportunity to have done the review on your line. It is an amazing candy flavor line. Definitely much respect for that, and hopefully you guys just get, you know, continued business and your popularity grows. As always, guys, I'm Token Vaping. I'm here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Pinterest. Anything that I can do to help further enhance your vaping experience, no matter what it is. I just want to make it more enjoyable for you. That's the only reason why I do this. So definitely reach out to me. Let me know if there's any questions, comments, concerns that you have that you want answered. If there's a particular video that you're looking for, I will do everything in my power to make that happen for you. But until next time, as always, morning, noon, or night, always remember, truly love yourself. Vape on, vape strong, and have a good one.